Just over 20 years ago, the actor Bruce Willis made a version of this film, The Day of the Jackal, which in itself was a remake of another film, Red the Fox. It's the story of an assassin, an Englishman, who is hired by a group of terrorists in France to assassinate the then President of France. Straight away, for those who are not aware of the story or of the novel, there is resonance and a reminder of the recent outrages that occurred in Paris several years ago. And the themes are very much the same. It's about a group of people who feel themselves disenfranchised, feel themselves locked out of the system, who try to gain vengeance by some spectacular acts of violence and brutality. It's about us. Again, it's about our own times. It's about Europe, European unity, and then we define ourselves at the world at large. Insofar as the book itself is concerned, we find ourselves set in the 1960s, when France was in turbulence. The President of France, John de Gaulle, had recently given independence to Algeria, Algeria having once been a part of France. In vengeance, those who feel it betrayed the country hires the economist Jackal, played by the Englishman Edward Fox, and later by Bruce Willis, this time an IRA terrorist, to try and assassinate him. And it becomes, in a way, like an American novel, a chase film. We move across France, from left to right, top to bottom, across the inside breadth of the country. A travelogue, if you like, which tells us about the country itself, its customs, its language, its food, and its people. So in one sense, it's almost like an excursion into a foreign country. And a very interesting one at that. Considering that now we've left the EU, technically, under the terms of Brexit, we're negotiating Europe under a completely different lens. It's the way we're reminding ourselves just how much we want to have unity, just how much we have in common with our continental cousins. It is a gripping read. Frederick Forsyth is a political thriller. He is a wonderful writer. He looks in forensic detail at the violence, at chicanery, at the political intrigue that takes place at the very top of government, as well as the things that may happen on an everyday basis, street to street, level to level, as his assailant and his adversary tries and chases him across the country to bring him to heel. It is not an easy book. You have to wear many hats, you have to carry many details in your mind to be able to make sense of it. But once again, it is a satisfying thriller. For those who like Jason Bourne, which would be my Robert Ludlum, a close friend and rival of Frederick Forsyth, it is once again a gripping read. You will find yourself that it is a white knuckle ride from which you will not emerge easily. I would give this perhaps between 9 and 10, depending upon your tastes. Certainly fitted my palate. Thank you.